the 7 essential ingredients, building blocks for artwork are the 7 elements of art. Line, shape, value, texture, color, space, form. We're going to use different tools to make them today. Pencils, an eraser, colored pencils, scissors, paper, and glue, and the back of the paper for notes. So let's get started with the elements of art. The first one being line. Line is a path of a moving point through space. A point is just a dot. It has no dimensions. However, we can think of it like moving a couch around with a friend, is that a line traces the path of that point as we move it. So we might go horizontally, left to right. We might go vertically, up and down. You might even draw a diagonal line going both ways. Zigzag going up and down the stairs, curvy as you drop it down the stairs, jagged lines, dotted lines, dashed lines, spiral lines. These all have endpoints. These are lines that trace the path of a single point through space. In the first box, go ahead and draw at least 5 different lines, thick, thin, but a variety of lines that then we can use to create our next element of art, shape. A two-dimensional, 2 dimensions is flat, flatter than even this piece of paper, closed area that is defined by other elements of art. Circles, triangles, squares, these are geometric, mathematically defined shapes. Teardrops, lakes, these are all organic shapes we might find in nature. Either way, a shape is not simply a line, it is a closed space. Next, we're going to talk about value. Value is not money, it is the lightness or darkness of an object. And to create that, we have to use different tools. This pencil is an HB pencil. It's about middle hardness or softness for lead. There are different types of drawing pencils with different types of lead. 2B, see how it's darker. 2H gets a little bit lighter. 4H, even lighter. B means softer. It creates darker lines. H means harder. It creates lighter lines. Either way, you're going to create a value range. And we're going to try to make a rectangle, not a little tornado. So start pressing harder and then getting lighter and lighter. You can use different pencils to experiment, going from dark to light, but don't make that squiggly little tornado where you can't even see it. So in this box, create a nice value range, going from dark to light, using different types of pencils and different types of pressures to create that nice value range from dark to light, light to dark. Next is color, an element of art derived from reflected light. We're going to start with our primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. These create all the other colors. And starting at the top, for no reason, you can start with whatever color. We're going to start with red. Let's start with red, then blue, and make a triangle with yellow. Next, we're going to pull out our secondary colors, orange, green, and violet. Yellow and blue mixed to green, red and yellow mixed to orange, and blue and red mixed to violet. And these create all the other colors, but they have to be in this order or it's not correct. Texture. Let's look at this table. It looks like wood, rough wood, but it's soft. Texture can be real or implied, and we use the elements of art to create that texture. So here we can create a grassy texture using different pressures. Here we can create a concrete, jagged look using different dots. We can create a smoother look using value. Whatever kind of texture you want to create, you can create it, or you can create real texture. Let's talk about space, not outer space. We're going to talk about space, the emptiness or area between, around, above, below, or within objects. Create a box around this definition. Connect like corners. Then we can use the elements of art to create different objects, different lines, different colors that create depth in this space. It makes it look three-dimensional, but it is not three-dimensional yet. This is just a flat drawing on paper. But then we have a form. This paper, it's three-dimensional. It's not as flat as you might think it is. But a form is anything that has 3 dimensions, height, width, and depth. So take the paper, cut it up, glue it together, stick it on the paper. As long as it sticks out from the paper, you've created a form. So let's go ahead, clean up, put away your supplies. We've talked about these 7 elements of art: line, shape, value, texture, color, space, and form. You can use these now to create any amazing artwork you want to. you.